Assalamu alaikum, hello and welcome. In this lecture of series, you will learn Code of Civil Procedure 1908. Now we are starting order portion. CPC actually is divided into two parts. Substantive, which were sections, and procedural, which are orders. Okay, two parts. Substantive means sections and procedural means orders. Here we are going to start orders. Okay, orders are in first schedule. Today we are going to read first order. Order number 1, parties to suit. Okay, this is procedural part. As I already told you, order number 1 is saying parties to suit, and it is divided into rules. Division of orders are called rules. Rule number 1, who may be joined as plaintiffs? All persons may be joined in one suit as plaintiff in whom right to relief in respect of or arising out the same act or transaction or series of acts or transactions is alleged to or exist, whether jointly, severally, or alternatively. Okay, where if some person bought separate suit, any common question of law or fact would arise. Okay, here I make it in chart form because order number 1, rule 1 and 3 are same, almost same, only 5 words are changed. So almost whole para is same. So I write it down here, otherwise this is rule 1 and this is rule 3, and in chart form rule number 2 is in the down. Okay, so what rule number 1 is saying, who may be joined as plaintiff. Who is plaintiff? First of all, I'll teach you that plaint is a written document which plaintiff can make, okay, in writing form or in court language. Okay, formal language of court. Okay, so it is almost easy plant or very simple plant is 5 pages or 6 pages, then documents. Okay, so uh, 5 or 6 pages plant, who made this plant, or of course any layman cannot make plant, so there is legal language, so of course there is a lawyer, or there are many persons who are doing this job. So in that documents, person who is coming and asking a question through plant is called plaintiff. A person whose rights are infringed, okay, and want relief. Simple, those person who a person could be one or more. Okay, so a person whose rights infringed and wants relief and asking question in court through formal plant, suitcase, whatever you say, so is called plant. And the person who bought this and uh, you know who whose right infringed and want relief and submit that form of plant is called plaintiff. Okay, now rule number 3, Who may be joined as defendant? All person may be joined as defendant. What is changed here from rule 1? Only as defendant against. Okay, as defendant against. Okay, all person may be joined as defendant against. Here whom is same, whom is same, whom any right to relief in respect of or arising out the same act or transaction or series of act or transactions is alleged or exist, whether jointly, severally, or alternatively, where if separate suit were brought in any question of law or fact would arise. Okay, same in plaintiff. Rule 1 is saying that uh, any person or many persons can join in one plant where right infringed, want relief or asking question, put question into court, and where if that person make separate suit, common question of law or fact would arise. What is the meaning? It's mean that if person go and for separate suit, so court has no time. Okay, so it is the burden on the court. It would be burden on the court if parties are going to same suit, they are going to submit separate suits. So court says that brought it in jointly. Plaintiff can be jointly come. Okay, for example, let's take an example. A and B are the sisters. Okay, their property, okay, is in Karachi and Lahore. Okay, C and D are the brothers. They are not going. C and D are the person against are the defendant against. Okay, that C and D did not give share to A and B. So A and B in writing form make plant and become plaintiff joint. Okay, here A and B come jointly as plaintiff, and if A come alone in this suit, B come alone in same suit, parties were also same, C and D, they are the brothers, same party. So if A come alone, B come alone, and A submit one suit, B submit one suit. So waste of time. This is the waste of time, and court has much to do, many cases to do. So burden would be on the courts. So court decided that many persons can be joined as plaintiff if their right or relief or act or transactions or acts or series of transactions are same, so they cannot come in separate suit because common question of law and fact would arise. So here defendant, rule number 3, who may be joined as defendant, same, all person can be joined as defendant, only difference is against whom any of the right, only 2-3 words are changed, right to relief in respect of or arising out the same act, transaction or series of act, transaction is alleged or exist, whether jointly, severally, or alternative, where if separate suit were brought, any question of law or fact would arise. Same, that A and B file a suit. Okay, file a plant, and against defendant against C and D. So A and B is saying that we have two properties in Karachi and Lahore, but C and D are not going to give us share of that property. So A and B submit this plant in court, which becomes suit. Okay. So I will teach you in pleading order number 6 in detail, but here little bit. Okay. So C and D court, will call C and D. Why you are not going? Of course there is a procedure. It's not simple, it's a procedure. Court will call through notice, then procedure will start, then CNT will come and answer why they are not going to give share, and after order of court CNT will definitely give share of AB, because AB here is genuine in this case. Not all, 90% plaintiffs are, you know, genuine, 90%, because they come to the court. If there, of course, there is something, there is some, right infringement. That's why plaintiff is coming. 90% plaintiffs are on right, and they come rightly, and they file suit correctly, means they are genuine. Okay, rule number 2 is saying power of court to order separate trial. If here I give example A and B and C and D, means two plaintiff only, it was in example. Okay, so it is saying rule number 2 is saying power to court order separate trial. If A, B, and there are many plaintiffs, like there are many plaintiffs, so like A and B's children, A's children 6, B's children 6, and they are not coming and embarrassing and wasting the time of court, so court can pass order for separate trial. Let's read out. Where it appears to the court that any jointer of plaintiffs may embarrass, delay the trial of the suit, the court may put the plaintiff to their election separate trial, or to make such order may be expedient. They are saying that rule number 2 is saying if it appears to court that plaintiffs are delaying in trial, okay, in suit, okay, and they are delaying, they are not coming, and they are delaying the trial, so court may put plaintiff to their election separate trial. Okay, then court can pass order for separate trial, or other orders. Court, of course, court can give other orders also, pass other orders also. So it is saying that if there are in many cases there are not only two plaintiffs, in many cases there are 60 plaintiffs. Okay, in 60 plaintiffs, 2 or 3 plaintiffs are wasting the time of court, so court may pass order for separate trial. In many cases I saw in court that there are 60, 80 plaintiffs in one case. Okay, so court may pass order because 80 plaintiffs if coming in the courtroom, so how, where is the place, or all are coming, and some 60 or 90 plaintiffs are coming or sometimes they are only 3 are not coming, so court time is they are wasting court time, so court will think that they are delaying the trial because all are coming, only 3 or 2 are not coming, or they are making some that uh, mm, some excuses lame excuses. So court will, you know, order for separate trial. Or sometimes many plaintiffs, so court thinks that if there are too many plaintiffs, then also court can pass order. In two cases, if they are wasting time or embarrassing or delaying, or if court is thinking that there are too many, okay, is 90, so court will say that you some of you make separate trial. Hope you learn it and like it. Thanks for watching, and bye.